Powder room.
Yeah, off the kitchen.
Okay. This is Glenn Rice with Michelangelo's Plumbing. We are located at 323 9th Street, Santa Monica, California. Today is September 5th, 2019. We're performing a video sewer inspection through the closet bend in the powder room just adjacent to the kitchen. This is our...
We pulled the toilet.
We had to pull a toilet. This is our closet bin where we had to remove a toilet. This is our powder room. That's our kitchen area. We're going to go ahead and zero out our camera here. And our camera zeroed out, and we're going to go ahead and begin our video waste and sewer inspection. First, we're running through black ABS, 4-inch black ABS waste line. Yeah, we're gonna pause for a moment and just go ahead and locate this area, just so we can get an idea where we're at on the property. We're unable to find a clean out on the outside of the property, so we're just gonna go ahead and pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we were unable to locate this area. We are still underneath the house, so we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. It appears to be all black ABS base pipe. And then we're making a transition to vitreous clay. We're going to pause here for a moment and go ahead and locate this area.
Right side of the bathroom.
Okay, we went ahead and located this area. It is on the north side of the bathroom in the planter area, just next to the barbecue and the French and the palm tree. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, we've transitioned to vitreous clay. That joint appears to be in fair condition. I'm going to go ahead and continue to push out. We do have a small offset in this joint, but nothing major. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we're making a little bit of a turn. And we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we did locate this area, and it's just outside the French doors off of the kitchen going towards the side yard.
What French doors? What? It's right here.
Okay, I'm sorry. We had this area here is just located just about 4 feet from the planter area by the palm and the side door
4 feet from the bathroom.
from the bathroom. And we're going to go ahead and just continue to push out. And we do have a offset in this joint here. It doesn't appear to be major. I'm going to continue to push out. And we do have another fairly large offset in this joint here from about the 3 o'clock to about the 9 o'clock area.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to pause here for a moment.
It's like broken.
Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is at 2 foot 2 inches deep, and it is just at the edge of the house and in between the restroom and the edge of the house, heading north. And there is an orange flag in the area to indicate the area. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. A little bit of slag over pour, but nothing major. I'm going to go ahead and continue to push out. That joint appears to have a small amount of roots in the joint, and those could be maintained.
Cast iron right there.
That's vitreous clay.
Okay.
And this joint also has a small amount of roots in the joints, and also those roots can be maintained. We're going to go ahead and continue to push out.
Or anything else at this point? I'll take care of that in the report.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. And this joint here does have roots in it. We're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And this joint also has roots in it. I'm going to continue to push out. Yeah. This joint here appears to be in fair condition. Continue to push out. And this joint here has roots in it. This joint has roots in it. Okay, we do have roots in this joint. We're going to continue to push out. And we do have numerous joints with roots in it, and this is a older vitreous clay line. So we are going to just continue to push out with the attempt to reach the city sewer tie-in, and this joint does have roots in it. This joint has roots in it. And this joint has roots in it. And again, as I mentioned, numerous joints with roots in the joints, and this does appear to be an older vitreous clay line. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And it appears that we're transitioning to, which appears to be a green an Orangeburg. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area at 3'6", and this is out towards at the end of the garage, going towards the alleyway in the planter area. And so we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out, and we're going to take a good look at this line here in the transition, just to make sure what this is. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. This joint appears to be in fair condition. And we'll be making a little bit of a turn. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint there has a little bit of roots in the joint. Go ahead and continue to push out. And that joint also has some roots in the joint. Continue to push out. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Okay, we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to run a little bit of water, and that's going to help us get all the way out into our city sewer. And then what we'll do is we'll push all the way out to our city sewer, and then we'll pull back and take a look at the line all the way back to about 92 feet 7 inches. So we're going to pause here.
Okay, now that we're out, we can see that this is the transition to the city sewer. We just couldn't push past this area, but we can see that this is the fitting. I can actually see into the city sewer right now. I can see the green STR pipe of the city sewer. So I'm going to begin pulling back from here, and then we're going to locate and mark out one other spot as well. We're in vitreous clay right now. A little bit of water right there, a little bit of a dip, a little tiny bit of a belly right there. And the joint has a minor offset to it, nothing terrible. That joint looks to be in good condition. And we are in the 6-inch vitreous clay lateral right now in the alleyway. That joint looks to be in good condition. Making a little bit of a turn. Looks like we may be making a transition right here back to our 4-inch. Have a minor offset right there. Pulling back up into our 4-inch vitreous clay sewer line. That joint appears to be in fair condition. 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 That joint appears to be in fair condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Has some minor root intrusion in that joint. Not bad at this time. Pulling back. Have a little minor root intrusion in that joint as well. Let it pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to continue pulling back now. That joint appeared to be in fair condition at this time. Making a turn now. Can't see a lot of that joint. We do have a little bit of minor root intrusion in that joint. We can see it as we're making the turn just a little bit. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition at this time. That joint has a minor offset to it. Again, not terrible. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint has some minor root intrusion. Got a little bit more root intrusion in this next joint, but not terrible at this time. A little bit of minor root intrusion in this joint as well. Have a little bit of root intrusion in that joint. We have several joints with root intrusion. Root intrusion in this joint as well. A little bit of root intrusion in this joint. We're going to pause for a moment. Locate this area.
we check for 450? Is that right?
Okay, we marked this area at
3 for 1.
3 foot 1 inches deep, right at the edge of the planter, where would be a optimum place to put a two-way clean out system. I'm going to begin pulling back from here. We already pulled back to 46, I believe. A little bit of root intrusion in that joint. Minor bit of root intrusion in that joint as well. A little bit heavier root intrusion in this one, not terrible yet at this point, but as many joints as there are that have root intrusion, it will have to be maintained regularly. Root intrusion in that joint. The roots only grow bigger when they have water to feed off of. Root intrusion in that joint. That joint appears to be in fair condition. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Making a little bit of turn, minor offset with minor root intrusion in that joint. That joint has a minor offset, not terrible. That joint has a minor offset again, a little bit of root intrusion, not terrible. A little more of a root intrusion, or excuse me, a little bit more of an offset in this joint. You can see the whole face of the pipe. And that's right at the corner out here. We marked with a flag on the north side of this bathroom. We marked with an orange flag. Continue pulling back. That joint appears to be in fair condition. Transition to ABS plastic right there from vitreous clay. Coming back toward our closet bend in the bathroom where the toilet sits on. Pulling back and out of our closet bend area. And that will conclude our waste line and sewer line inspection.